CTV family.
It is Ekse_live on Twitter, on Facebook it's Ekse, on Cape Town TV. Do dial us on 021-448-0448. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the biggest, the baddest, and the most hip and happening youth show in the motherland. My name is Llama Moon, and you know how we do. When we do what we do, it's either we go big or we go home, and today we're going bigger and better. You know, Micasa is a band that needs no introduction. Upper Mzansi, they have dominated South African music charts for the past 10 years. Babene number one hit singles SE8, all of them awards abasfumeneyo, like Isamas Nemetros, including best duos, best dance group, and record of the year. As major players in the South African pop and dance arena, the trio has kept dance floors alive with hits like Ojika and Turn You On and You Don't Want to Be Your Friend, amongst others. So whilst being on a high rotation across all pop and urban stations for the past decade, we just played you all these streets, taking you in memory lane, and we know that everybody was up and dancing because Micasa does what they do like nobody else. Guys, welcome to Ekse, and thank you for taking time to chat with us.
Yeah, you guys, man.
10 years is a very long time, especially in the entertainment industry. Let's start with you, Moti. What do you think attributed to longevity in Micasa?
Well, as Duda likes to say, that it's been like the respect between us, and most of all the music, because, it's not easy being in a group for 10 years, especially like in South Africa. For us, it's been something where, we've been kept together by the music and just being creative and just, being present, being there, like ready for anything, this is something that also made our brotherhood much stronger. So 10 years has been great for us. It's been an amazing journey. It's also been a bit of challenges, but we've always been able to get through them. So we're happy, and we can't wait for the latest album, and or should I say, we can't wait to share the latest album, let me say, because we already put so much work in it. So that's the 10 years that we're going to give you.
Dr. Duda, as we've seen the music industry, as new bands, they come and they go, but ni managed to stay together for 10 years. If this was a relationship, you guys would be married right now. So what made you guys stick together for this long?
Yeah, man, like Mo said, but I'll tell you now, it's not easy at all. It's not easy at all. Looking at our differences and trying and putting them together, it's not an easy thing. We don't love the same things. We don't do the same walks. We don't, but there's one thing that we do best when we're together. It's music, So I guess we kept one goal through our relationship, which was like making good music and actually speak to, as far as the whole world through our music, So I guess a band having one goal, it makes it work, So, and obviously the biggest thing, like Mo said, it's the respect, man, nothing else.
Now, Jay, COVID-19 in lockdown has caught the world by surprise, and Kunzima, we are under lockdown, and we want to celebrate Micasa as a band. However, we are restricted because of a lockdown. How has this affected the band and the album that you guys released?
I think that the bigger discussion is how it's affected the music industry.
Yeah.
I think that when you look at it from a global point of view,
yes.
The entertainment industry has been really hampered, and I think that even though like for us, yes, we've lost all our shows and everything like that, we're also thinking about all the promoters that put on those shows, about the venues, about the people that put up the stages. Everybody's been hampered so much, so it's a really hard time. But I think that for us during lockdown, what we've been trying to do is to count our blessings every day. You know what I mean? Like here I am with warm clothes on, food on my table, lights on, you know, like my family's okay, all our families are okay. Like we're blessed, man. I think in perspective, I think right now we're also thinking about the people that don't have. And it's been a really tricky time. But I think the most important thing is in every day, there is a reason to smile. And I think we try and focus on that every day.
Now, how are we planning to celebrate this milestone? Because it's 10 years, it's a huge deal. How are we celebrating these 10 years as a band?
Well, I mean, the celebrations already started. I mean, you know, we've been working on a brand new album that we've been putting together to celebrate, which is the best way that we know how, which is the greatest gift we could ever give anybody is our music. So we've worked on, I think we've created the best album we've ever made. And it's set to come out middle of this year. And as part of the celebrations, we've recently signed a global deal with Universal Records and Afroforce One, and they've taken on the project, which means that Micasa is for the very first time being signed to a major label that allows Micasa to be able to play on a global platform. So the album actually, as part of the celebrations, it comes out on a global strategy level. So it will be released out. So that's part of the celebrations. And I think on a personal level, man, like we've been talking to one another over video, over phone, just saying like how crazy things are, how far we've come. We've been celebrating by like visiting the archives and talking about memories. And we've been celebrating every day like we've never stopped, you know. So the celebrations continue. We're also planning on doing the craziest album tour you have ever seen. And in this climate, you are going to see something really amazing. So we really are looking forward to celebrating the album with that.
Moti, Jay, something has touched on signing up with E-Major record label, which is international, who Afroforce One. Is it something that you guys have been working towards for? And what can we expect when it comes to E-Major deal that looks like this?
Yeah, well, this is something that's really big for us, you know, and we're very excited about it. And it's something, yes, that we've been working on because we've done some tours on our own back in 2015, I think was the first time that we started, when we started traveling to Europe, we did the whole of Africa. And yeah, you know, that was just us just exploring, going out there, sharing the music, you know, and people received it very well. So this is something that we've been working on. But finally now, like in 2020, that this big dream is coming true. And the biggest dream also for us is to one day maybe like, bring a Grammy back home, you know, to South Africa. And that's me saying that, looking at the groups like Ladies with Black Mambazo, like Hugh Masekela, people that have been there, that have traveled the whole like global type of story, you know. So yeah, we're on that track to say that the biggest thing for us is to bring back like a Grammy, and that will be like mind blowing, man. So we're very excited, and we can't wait to get started.
Dr. Duda, on the side, when there's this single that you did with DJ Zinhle, can we expect something similar when it comes to the latest project, Micasa? Are you guys going to be working and collaborating with other artists, or is it just going to be the three of you for these 10 years?
No, we're going to be doing a whole sorts of things, and there are some collaborations with other artists on this album. And in terms of style or sound, trust you me, there's everything that you need. There's every style in that album that you need. So the album, like I think, like Jay said, we have never made an album as exciting as this one, you know. So the album is it's a happier, whether you're old, whether you're young, whether you love jazz, gospel, R&B, piano, you know, we've catered for everyone this time, you know. Not only this time, obviously, we've been catering for everyone, but this one is going to be an exciting one.
How difficult or challenging was, or are you guys still working on this album, or are you just waiting to release it? Because we locked down. How are you guys working together? You are separated?
No, the album was done. Remember, it was set to be released on the 15th of June, of May, sorry. So we had to, restructure some things, and then the universal deal came in, the global one, and then we had to restructure everything. But I think it was, what can I say? It was a blessing in disguise, for us not to release the album on the 15th of May. I know people would be like, but yo, we've been waiting for this album. You guys now are postponing it. But trust us for the, good reasons.
Okay, what's your fondest memory go by Patale Band when I say something?
Do you mind asking that again, bro?
Like your favorite memories, because I can imagine that 10 years you've created memories with these two guys. Yeah, your fondest
Sure.
memories.
Where do I start? There's been so many memories. I think like every time somebody asks me, I just try and see what comes to my mind. But I think one of my fondest memories that pops to my mind at the moment is creating this album. We were out in a farm in the middle of nowhere in Mpumalanga, in this house, and we were locked up in this house with our own private chef. And what we would do is we wouldn't worry about food. The guy would make sure that we had food organized, and all we did, and we did this for this album. We spent like nearly 2 months there, in different pieces. But we would normally go there for like 4 days, and all we would do from morning to night is just music. We would wake up, go to the machine, make music, and that's, I think, for this album we have 13 or 14 tracks on the album, and we made 35 tracks.
What?
So yeah, I mean, like we were on a roll. So that for me is probably one of my fondest memories. It's definitely my favorite moment of my life of creating music. I've never created music like that. I think it was a phenomenal collaborative experience. Like we had people there with us, friends, people that we respected and we thought were worthy of, not worthy, but like that we thought would be cool to collaborate with. And that experience for me has definitely been a memory. I mean, there's millions of memories, but that's definitely the one that pops to mind now.
Moti, Europe knows you, sold out concerts in Canada and the rest of the African continent. Benine Day One fans, what would you like to say to them for being with you for these past 10 years and going forth?
So just want to say thanks for the love, thanks for supporting Mi Casa music, and yeah, also like for staying true to the brand. And there's so much, like the list is so long, but we're just so grateful, and we can't wait to share the brand new music with everyone.
All right, cool stuff. You know what? I'm gonna treat you guys to your favorite music video. Now, who do I pick? Okay, Dr. Duda. Can you please choose one music video from Micasa that you want us to play out with?
Heavenly Sent.
Yeah?
Heavenly Sent.
Heavenly Sent. Ladies and gentlemen, that is Micasa. 10 years in the music industry. That's the biggest milestone. And bayakhupha album yabo. So make sure that niphuma ngobuninzi benu niyothenga album. And thank you so much for supporting Abantu Abanjena. Legends, icons, we love them. And thank you guys for taking time out to chat with us. And congratulations for spending a decade in this music industry.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yay! Heavenly Sent, this is Micasa. Check it out.